this lesson to every trader, usually repeatedly, usually painfully. You cannot afford to hope. You cannot afford to wait for a losing position to come back.
Look at this one.
You cannot afford the emotional attachment that transforms a small manageable
Why this one
loss into a
happened right here?
catastrophic wound. I have cut thousands of losses. Thousands. Some were tiny, barely noticeable. Others
This is a classic fake
represented
breakout
the
right here.
profits of
Look at that, guys.
single
This
person.
candle.
But I cut them all.
960.
This willingness to admit error and exit quickly has saved my career more times than I
All the
can
way
count.
down to
The amateur
$9,
loses
$8,
and sells winners.
$9.
This pattern is so common,
Crazy,
so
60 cent right
predictable,
here.
that it
Now from
approaches
here
the
to here,
truth
60
of
cent.
most struggling traders. Why? Because
Look at here at the bottom.
rebels against
Almost
instinct.
9 million share, 87 million share right here. This one,
Booking a
you
small
see
profit
reversal
is
right
smart.
here.
Experiencing the pleasure of being right, then to cut a loser and face the
That's a
reality
crazy
of
one,
mistake.
like.
But the mathematics of speculation are unforgiving. A 10% loss requires an 11% gain to recover.
That's crazy,
A
guy.
20% loss requires a 25% gain. A 50% loss requires a 100% gain. Can you see how the mathematics accelerate against you? Each day you hold a losing position.
Alright, this morning right here, I trade this one right here, this
And
morning.
the climb back to break even grows steeper. I remember a trade in 1997 where I bought a biotechnology stock in the midst of a powerful uptrend. The setup looked pristine. I entered with
Alright,
conviction.
this morning right here,
The stock
trading.
moved against me immediately, dropping below my entry within 2 days. My stop loss stood clear, a 7% decline from my entry.
Alright, this
I
morning.
hit that level, and I felt the familiar resistance, the voice suggesting I should wait just a bit longer, that the stock might reverse.
Right
I
here.
cut it. I sold the entire position, taking my 7% loss, feeling the sting of being wrong. 3 weeks later,
Buy right
the
here.
stock had fallen another 40%. My swift cut had saved me from disaster.
Crazy trade, guy, this
I preserved
morning.
my capital, preserved my clarity, and positioned myself to take the next genuinely promising opportunity.
Right here. Buy, buy,
The
buy.
market punishes hesitation in cutting losses more severely than almost any other error. You must develop the reflex, not the hope,
Buy right
not the
here.
analysis, but the automatic reflex, to exit when a trade proves you wrong.
Right here.
Define
Buy,
your risk
buy,
accordingly. Honor that risk parameter with
Sell all the way
absolute
here, 60, look at it,
cut
60,
losses
50.
swiftly and without mercy. The fifth key, letting winners run.
Sell some here and sell all right here, look at that guy. Perfect trade.
Then letting winners run is the practice that
Huh?
enriches you.
Right here, sell, sell,
This is
sell.
the mirror image of the
Sell all the way
amateur's
right
pattern.
there, guy.
Where the amateur holds losers and cuts winners, the professional
Sell here,
cuts
sell all the way up
losers
here.
and winners.
Look at that.
This single
Boom.
behavioral difference
Look at this one there,
is more
resistant
wealth
right there.
than any pattern.
That's all I trade.
Any system. I learned to let winners run by first
That's
learning
all I
to
trade,
cut
guy.
losers quickly.
Look at UPS, crazy.
Intertwined.
Here, another one.
When you know you will cut any position that
This
moves
one right here.
significantly against you, you create the psychological space to hold positions that move in your favor.
Alright, let's see.
You stop looking over your shoulder. Stop fearing that profits will
NT,
evaporate.
LB,
Stop taking small gains to protect against the imagined threat of reversal.
TLB, look at that
Profits
guy.
in speculation come not from being right frequently, but from being right occasionally and staying with those winning positions as they develop into substantial moves.
Crazy
Stock that
trade, guy.
advances 5% might advance
The market's
10%.
similar.
One that advances 10% might advance 25%.
Right here.
And occasionally, this is where fortunes are built.
Buy,
A stock
15,
that
sell
begins to
42.
advance keeps advancing for months.
Coming right here.
Returns of 100%, 200%.
Sell all the way
sometimes
here.
more. Haven't you experienced the
Right here,
frustration of
39.
selling a stock for a small profit,
Sell
only to watch it
29.
rising for weeks afterward?
Some
This is
here.
not bad luck.
Sell all right here.
The consequence of failing to
And then
distinguish
come down.
between normal price
That's in my
fluctuations
classic trade.
and genuine trend reversal. The winner that
Market
you cut
open,
at 8%
right there.
might have become a 40% gain
Cool,
if you
huh?
understood how to hold it properly. Here's the key.
Pala
You must
moving.
give winning positions.
This one too. Right here.
Use trailing stops that move higher as the stock advances, but remain wide
It's a
enough.
crazy
to
one
pull
too.
back
Same
just
thing. I
enough
trade the
on
same
trend.
thing, guy.
You must resist the temptation to book profits simply because a position has moved in your favor.
Trade the same setup.
Stock that was emerging from a multi-month base.
Go back,
The
try to curl back up, right here.
Earnings growing at 40%
Poly.
annually, same-store sales rising, expansion into new markets. I bought the stock at $28.
Poly, buy.
In 2 weeks, and I felt the
Buy here,
urge
8.
to sell, to book my profit, to prove.
Buy here, buy.
I managed the position with a trailing stop, allowing the
0.92,
stock to pull back
72.
without exiting unless the pullback violated key support. The stock continued higher.
What did I buy?
$40, $48.
Buy
Small
44.
pullbacks occurred, and each time I felt fear, the voice saying I should protect.
Buy right here.
But the trend remained intact.
Crazy, huh?
Patterns remained bullish.
And I buy more right here.
5 months, and finally exited at 56. A 100.
It's here at 90.
That
right here.
generated more profit than
92.
small winners combined.
They're all right here, guys.
Winners run.
Buy,
The
0.
psychological strength to withstand the discomfort of giving back some
Right here.
profits during
Crazy,
low
huh?
pullbacks. You must trust that truly strong trends persist longer than intuition suggests.
FF?
The
Not
sixth
much.
key, trading in
Nothing
harmony
right
with the
there.
market
Only
environment.
2. This yesterday, 1 to 2 sale. This is got a couple of hundred sale right there.
Changing seasons, the trader must understand the broader environment within which individual opportunities.
Crazy
emerge
guy, the
and
market crazy.
The market
USC,
moves through distinct phases.
curl back up again. Look at that
Bear
guy.
markets,
This one right
consolidation.
here, when it break here, you see
Each
the moon.
phase demands a different approach. I have watched.
When it break right here, you see go all the way up
because they
to
could not adapt
$14.
their tactics to changing market conditions.
this one, the last short lady.
Worked
Okay,
beautifully during bull
careful.
markets, perhaps buying aggressive growth stocks on breakouts. And they
Watch out,
continued
this
using
one.
this method when the market environment shifted.
And
The
open.
results were predictable.
Watch out, open too. Look,
Confusion,
one big
and
candle,
erosion
guy.
of
Crazy.
confidence. The ocean provides a useful metaphor.
That's a fake breakout right
Goes
here.
in, sailing with the current is effortless. Your boat moves
This
swiftly,
candle dancing.
and
This is a
even
bear
the
flat right
position
now.
produces progress. But
Short
when
in
the
control on
tide
this one.
When the current flows against you, the same actions that produced easy
Short in
adjustment
control,
now
guy.
create struggle and danger. The sailor
Try to
who
short
succeeds
again right now.
learns to read the tides, to adjust tactics, to sometimes
Bear
win
flats.
cover rather than fighting impossible conditions.
Bear flat
Tell
guy.
me, can you identify which phase the market currently occupies?
And the night off,
Honestly
the
assess
control
whether
it.
the environment favors aggressive long
And the
positions,
night they eat you for lunch.
defensive holdings, or perhaps sitting largely in cash. Most traders cannot.
And the night,
They see only
poly.
individual setups.
I watch poly all the time,
They're
guy.
stepping back to understand the broader context that will largely determine whether their trades succeed or fail.
Poly right
During
there.
powerful bull markets, and I have traded
190,
several,
180.
you can afford to be aggressive. You can hold positions through normal pullbacks. You can add to winners.
$2
Environment
resistance
supports risk
right
taking
here.
and attempting to be overly cautious during
$2
such periods
resistance. Don't touch
costs you
it.
opportunities that may not return
Too
for
late.
years. But during bear markets or choppy consolidation periods, the same aggressive approach produces carnage. Breakouts fail. Trends abort. Volatility whipsaws you out of positions just before they finally
Yeah, need
move.
discipline,
In
guy.
these environments, the
You want
professional
buy right
increases
here.
position size,
You
raises
don't get
cash
out
flow,
right here.
focuses on only the
Bottom
best
pick up,
quality setups,
reversal
and
right
accepts
here,
that returns
reversal.
will be modest compared to bull market periods.
Right here.
The market punishes those
Right
who
here,
fight
nope.
against the prevailing
That's a
environment.
real.
You cannot impose
Right there,
your
start
will.
go down.
You cannot force trades in unfavorable
Possibility, yes.
conditions.
Happen all the
You
time, guy.
must develop the flexibility to adjust
Happen
your
all the
approach,
time.
your position sizing, your expectations.
Look at it
to
open.
align
Look at it,
with what
see?
the market
Told you.
environment actually supports.
That's a bear
The
flat right
seventh
there.
key, the compounding of small edges. Super performance does not require you to double your account.
You read the market.
It does not require catching the bottom.
Read the
of
market,
some
guy.
account. It does not
Right
require
here, both
supernatural
bear
insight or abilities that
See,
only
some
the
people have it down
professional
right here and go down.
Super performance.
Right here,
comes from
support.
patience,
See the hole here?
disciplined compounding
If not
of
hole,
small
be
edges
careful,
executed
right here.
repeatedly over time. Consider the mathematics. If you can generate consistent returns, even modest returns,
Hole right
of
here,
10%
see.
per month, the compounding effect becomes extraordinary.
That's a buyer. Step in right here and see what happens.
Compounds to over 40%.
No volume, guy. No volume.
Sustain this over several years, and you transform a modest account into substantial wealth. The key word is consistent. Consistent
Consistent.
means you protect capital during
E90.
losing periods. Consistent means you capture profits during favorable periods.
If not all the way back to A40.
Force you to start over. I learned about compounding not through intellectual understanding, but through
So try to sort right now, okay?
In my 30s, after years of volatile results, big wins followed by painful losses, I committed myself to consistency over heroics. I reduced my position sizes slightly. I became more selective.
Look at that, see? Sort in control, guy.
Excessively on risk
They
management.
already sort right here, they sort more right there, guy.
Became smaller, but far more consistent.
That's crazy, you need to get out. If not, you're crying.
One month and losing 12% the next. I found myself gaining.
A lot of people losing money on this one.
Most months.
Look at that, guy. I told you, that's a bear flash.
To 2%. The psychological difference was profound.
See right here? I say hold here, if not hold, one candle, right? Bear flash. I draw the bear flash before it happened.
Fear that had plagued my
Right here, bear flash.
And the account grew steadily,
Easy.
reliably.
Easy to see.
The compounding worked its mathematical magic, and after 3 years of this disciplined approach, I had exceeded
Reversal,
the
yes?
size I had achieved during my early
Okay, when it down, okay? Usually you think it go up.
Traders who
That's
had
what happened with your subconscious.
generate the most excitement.
When it go down, you think it go up.
Spectacularly.
But take
They
time.
double their accounts quickly, then lose it all just as quickly. Meanwhile, the quiet professionals, those who understand compounding, accumulate wealth year after year, decade
Down
after
it down, okay?
You must resist the temptation to seek excitement.
You
over
think.
consistency. You must build a system that
It
generates
will.
small, reliable edges,
Up
then execute that system
again.
with machine-like discipline. The
Yes,
market rewards consistency more than brilliance.
but take time, okay, guy?
More than aggression. The market
When it go down, it
rewards
down.
small edges more than the pursuit of home runs. The 8th key, the continuous refinement of self. Trading is ultimately not about markets, patterns, or techniques. Trading is about you, your psychology, your discipline, your ability to execute what
But you think it go up? Yes,
even when every
but take
emotion
time.
screams to do otherwise. The greatest traders I have known share one characteristic. They never stop working on themselves. The market changes, technology evolves, new participants enter with new approaches, but the core
Yep, people buy the deep right there.
Can you master yourself?
They buy the deep right here. If you buy deep,
When a position moves against
deep
you.
buy,
Can you control greed when a position moves in your favor? Can you sit patiently when
you deep buy
opportunity is
here,
scarce?
let's
Can you
waiting
act decisively when
reversal or
opportunity
not. You see
I have
bear
spent
flash.
decades working on my
It's right here,
psychology.
resistant, and then they try again right there.
Today,
Okay,
I journal after every trading session, recording not just
right here, resistant right here. And see,
where I struggled, where I maintained discipline. I review my trades not to critique my market analysis, but to identify patterns in my behavior.
this is a good lesson, okay?
Deviate from my
Good to
rules,
watch.
Emotional triggers that compromise my judgment. This is uncomfortable work. It forces you to confront your weaknesses, your fears, your rationalizations. Most traders avoid this introspection. They prefer to blame the market, to search for better indicators, to hop from system to system. But the problem is never the market. The problem is always the trader's inability to execute their edge with consistency. Can you see how all 8 keys ultimately converge on this final point? Respecting price action requires you to abandon ego. Managing risk requires you to overcome hope and face reality. Practicing
92.
patience requires you to resist impulse.
Back up to $9.
Cutting losses requires you to admit error. Letting winners run.
Right here,
requires you
resistant
to
again.
overcome fear. Trading with the environment requires you to be flexible. Compounding edges requires discipline. Everything circles back to self-mastery. I lost my first fortune because I lacked this understanding. I possessed knowledge. I recognized patterns. I could analyze.
Need to hold right here, bear flash. Need to hold right
But I
here.
could not control myself. I took positions that were too large because I craved the excitement. I held losers because I could not admit error. I cut winners too early because I feared giving back profits. The market crushed me, not because I lacked skill, but because I lacked mastery over myself.
Look at Polly right there, $2. You see that? I say 2.
You will
Polly.
never achieve perfect discipline, perfect patience, perfect control. But you can
Polly,
improve.
$2,
You
guys.
can develop awareness of your
WRD,
You can
read
create
right.
systems that protect you from your
This
weaknesses.
can move too.
You can build habits that make
Read right, read
corrections
right.
automatic rather than requiring constant willpower. These 8 keys, respect for price action, sacred risk
For a buck.
management, patient waiting, swift loss cutting, letting winners run, harmony with market environment, compounding of edges, continuous self-refinement, are not separate techniques. They form an integrated system, each
Right there, you
key
see that?
supporting and reinforcing the others. Master
see
one
happen?
in isolation, and you remain vulnerable.
See it happen?
Master all 8, and you position yourself among the tiny minority who achieve true super performance. The market does not care about you. It will not congratulate
Classic
you.
bear flat right here.
It will not comfort you when you lose. It simply exists, indifferent and eternal, offering opportunity to those who approach it with proper respect and preparation. I have given you these keys. They come from real trading, real money, real consequences. They represent principles I discovered not through study, but through pain, through losses that nearly destroyed me, through the hard-won realization that success in speculation demands not genius, but discipline. The question now, the only question that matters, is whether you possess the patience and humility to master these fundamentals. Will you spend years seeking shortcuts and secrets, or will you commit yourself to the unglamorous work of building genuine skill? The market will answer this question for you eventually with absolute
Fighting
clarity.
right there,
The
$9.
only choice you have is whether to listen.
If there is one rule in speculation that separates the winners from the losers, it's the rule of consistency. Without it, you are not a trader, you're a gambler, tossing coins into the wind, hoping one of them lands.
Look at Polly, see?
You give yourself
I draw a line
the
right there,
chance
start
that
going down.
exists in this game. The chance to survive, to endure, to build something lasting in a world that devours the
I can see it,
You
guys.
may think the market is about finding that one big trade, that golden ticket that pays for everything. But let me ask you, what good is one big win if the very next week, or even the very next day, you hand it all back because you couldn't control yourself?
I can see it, guys. I can see it.
But your account does. And your account has the coolest kind of memory. One written in numbers that don't lie. One that
I can see it, guys.
Consistency. Every emotional impulse. Every time you break your own rules. Every dollar you lose must be earned back. And that climb is always steeper than the fall. Did you ever notice how a 20% loss requires a 25% gain just to break even? That's not a motivational quote. It's math, and it's brutal. That's why inconsistency is a quiet killer of trading.
Polly.
You might feel confident, you might even get lucky a few times, but the market doesn't reward luck. It rewards
Right,
discipline.
this one right
It
here.
rewards process. The man who is consistent never puts himself in the hole that the impulsive trader digs for himself every day. He doesn't swing at every pitch, he waits for his pitch. He chips away at the game, patiently,
Right
steadily,
here.
methodically, building a foundation that lasts. Because in trading, survival is
Let's
victory.
see a bear flash on
Consistency
that.
is not just a word, it's a law.
See when it go up, the volume not going down.
Surely as gravity governs the earth. You can ignore
Look,
it
see,
for a while,
when you see volume go down,
but sooner or later,
when this one
it
go
will
up,
back to reality. Break it
and then the curve back up right here, go down all the way, curve back up,
Jesse, how
and
do
the
I
volume
become consistent?
right here, and then
The
start to
answer
go
is simple,
down.
but not easy. It doesn't lie
This
in
one
chasing
right
every
here,
tip, every rumor,
that's a
every
bear
report
flash.
that flashes on your screen.
If this one go down, when this one go up again,
Unbreakable
this is a
habits
bear
that
flat. Let me
define
show you
how
how.
operate when the pressure is highest. When I traded,
Right there, you
I
see
followed
that?
my
That's a
rules
bear
the way
flash,
soldier
guy.
follows orders. I didn't question them in the heat of battle. If I said I would never add
Okay, look at the
to a
volume,
position,
no
I never
volume
did.
when it increase.
Not once. If I said I would wait for confirmation before entering, I waited, no matter how tempting the setup looked. Because missing one trade is nothing compared to
Right.
lacking discipline.
You see
You
this
can miss 1,000
volume?
opportunities and
This
still
a bear
fail
flash?
tomorrow, but break your rules.
See when this one
and you
increase,
lose everything. That's the paradox of this business.
But the volume, look at here. This one all the way down here. Look.
Punish bad luck.
No good.
Punishes inconsistency.
That's a bear flat. This one same thing. When it increase, this one go down. That's another bear flat.
You can even have insider information. But if you can't
See?
stay consistent, it all means nothing. Because the
You see right here, only this one, when it curve back up,
it's not
right
the
here,
system that gets tested.
the volume increase. You see that?
Every trader
Increase from here to
trades
here.
bad trades.
That's
Even the
good.
greatest operators in history took
Right?
losses.
Look at here, no
The
volume.
difference wasn't
And then
who
break
lost
out.
more or who won
This
more.
you see
Because
reversal
they stay true to
volume.
their methods no matter what. The consistent trader keeps his losses small and his process.
You will see that every
The
day,
inconsistent
guys.
trader lets one bad loss swell into a disaster. Then he spends months, sometimes years, trying to dig himself out.
Because it's short cover, but no buyer step in. That's what happened
Ask
like that.
yourself honestly, how many times have you done that? How many times have you broken your plan? Just this once.
The
Only
short
to
cover,
regret later.
but no buyer
Consistency
step
doesn't
in.
mean perfection. It means predictability in your behavior, in your decisions, in your reactions. It means being
Right
the
here,
same
you see
trader
volume down
you
here?
were
Look at it.
yesterday, regardless of the market's move.
Look at the
Look
volume.
at any stock
Nothing.
chart, and you'll see it as stock moves in trends. It builds bases. It breaks out. It pulls back. It repeats. These patterns are timeless. They've repeated for over a century, and they'll repeat for another 100 years. The trick isn't spotting them once. It's trading them the same way every time they appear. Do you think a professional trader wakes up each morning and says, maybe I'll do it differently?
You see this?
Never. The
This
professional
one, volume
trader knows what
increase.
he's going to do
That's a
before
good
he
sign.
arrives. His plan is written. His risk is
See right
defined.
here, break
His
out.
stops are in place. He doesn't
Volume
He
increase.
doesn't rely on emotion. He doesn't pray. He executes. Again and again, day after day, like a craftsman shaping stone, patiently, deliberately, perfectly aware that mastery comes.
Volume increase, right there. You see this? High volume,
Sitting side by
reversal.
side.
High volume,
He
reversal.
clicker on the screen. He chases every move. His
Reversal
heart
right
races
there.
With every candle. He feels alive, but he's not trading, he's gambling. By noon, he's drained. By the close, he's desperate. The second
This
trader
couple
sits
days
quiet.
I'm looking AMD all day long, guys. AMD perfect.
With discipline. When he acts, he does so decisively.
AMD almost
Fast.
229, 228.
He's not emotional. He's consistent.
228
He
double top.
He endures. Consistency.
Be
is
careful,
dramatic.
228 right here.
It's not the story of overnight success. It's boring. But boredom is the price of success in speculative.
EMDL, you see,
Every great
this
trader
morning,
eventually learns to love boredom because boredom means you're not gambling. You're executing your plan. And execution.
EMDL, guys.
You want to know why most traders fail? Because they crave excitement. They treat the market like a casino that rewards adrenaline.
EMDL, this morning I want to jump in right here.
It rewards patience.
But I know this one, you
Every
don't
time
get
break the
much.
rules, you're telling the market, I don't respect your laws. And the
You don't
market
get much
always
on this one,
wants
EME there.
To be consistent means to think long term.
UPS, look at UPS, same thing, guys, not breaking out yet.
About still being here tomorrow.
Volume decrease, when this one go down, volume decrease,
He doesn't chase
okay.
losses. He doesn't double down on bad decisions. He understands that
Alright,
survival
waiting.
comes first.
All day long, guys,
He
waiting.
knows that the compounding of steady, disciplined wins builds empires over time. The gambler wants to make a fortune in a week. The consistent trader
Okay,
wants to
keep go
stay
higher,
solid.
higher, Cleveland,
Let me
Cleveland, what's
tell
the
you
heck is
something, most
Cleveland?
beginners
Cleveland?
never realize the market has infinite opportunities, but you have limited capital. You can't trade every setup. You can't catch every move. But you can protect your capital long enough to see the next opportunity. That's consistency. Preservation.
They're fighting right now, fighting,
The
fighting.
great traders weren't the ones who found magic indicators. They were the ones who didn't self-destruct. They followed their process like religion.
Fighting,
When I was
fighting.
young in the game, I thought success came from prediction, from knowing where prices were headed before everyone else. But years later, I learned the truth. It wasn't prediction. that
If this
made
one you
me.
want to buy,
It was consistency and
for short
execution.
squeeze,
The
you need to
tip
buy
always tells the
$9.
truth, But only the disciplined mind can read it without
You
distortion.
buy right here.
If you're emotional,
When this one
you
here
see what's
fighting,
on the
fighting,
seat, not what's
fighting,
actually there. The market
and
is
break
a-
out $9,
it reflects your
you can
discipline,
jump in.
Your patience, your restraint.
Jump
That's
in
the
$9.
reason you won't be consistent every day. You're
Okay,
human.
you add
You make
9.
mistakes.
If you're
The
wrong,
goal is
stop
to
out
recognize when you fail the golf
$8.95.
course and come back fast. That's the mark of a
$8.95 you need to get out,
self-correction.
okay?
The amateur repeats his mistakes. The
Right
professional
here.
studies them, understands them, and
It's
adjusts.
similar to right here,
People
guys.
will
Look here,
error.
$9.
People will eliminate repetition of error, and that's where consistency truly begins. There's a saying I live by: You can't control the market, but you can control yourself. That's not just a
Yep.
it's a
You
law.
control
You
yourself.
can't control the next candle, but you can control your reaction to it. You can't control the news, but you can control your position size. You can't control volatility, but you can control your risk. That's consistency. Control in a world that thrives on chaos. Most traders blow up not because the market beat them, but because they beat themselves. They break their own rules. They let one bad decision become 2, then 10. They turn a small mistake into a career, ending habit. Consistency protects
Ending
you.
that. Awesome.
It's a shield against the most dangerous trader you'll ever face. The emotional
To
version
see
of
you
it.
all
So
here.
if you take
Yeah,
one
thanks
lesson
for
from this
joining.
entire business,
Just an important.
let it be this: you don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be the fastest. You just have to be consistent. Because in the end, the market is a mirror, reflecting not the price of stocks, but the discipline of the men who trade them. The consistent trader doesn't rise by luck. He rises by method. He doesn't gamble. He executes. He doesn't react. He prepares. The market will always tempt you to break your rules. It will lure you with false signals and quick profits. But every time you stay disciplined, you separate yourself from the masses. Every time you follow your plan, you grow stronger. Consistency isn't built in a day. It's built in silence, in routine, in the small choices no one sees. It's built in the moments when you want to break your rules, but don't. So if you ever feel lost, if you ever doubt your edge, remember this: consistency is your compass. It keeps you steady when the waves of greed and fear crash around you. It's what turns beginners into professionals, and professionals into legends. And if you hold on to that one rule, the rule of consistency, you'll outlast 90% of the people who ever touch the market. Because while others chase fortune, you'll build it, one disciplined trade at a time. That, my friend, is the law of consistency. The only rule that truly separates the winners from the losers in this endless game of speculation. The professional trader never wakes up in the morning asking himself whether he should abandon his plan and try something wild. Of course not. He sticks to the plan because the plan is what keeps him alive in this game. A trader without a plan is like a ship without a compass. It may sail with confidence for a while, but sooner or later it drifts into storms it cannot survive. You see, in the beginning, when I first came to Wall Street, I thought I could outsmart the market simply by being clever. I believed if I was faster than the next man, more daring, more willing to take a chance, I could make a fortune. And for a time, that illusion worked. I made money. Fast, easy, seductive money. But the market has a cruel sense of humor. It lets you win just long enough to make you think you've mastered it. Then, when you least expect it, it takes it all back and asks if you've learned your lesson. I hadn't, not yet. I thought intelligence alone could conquer the street, but it wasn't until I learned the discipline of consistency that I started making what I call real money. Not gambling money, not lucky streak money, but solid profits that stayed in my account. Isn't that the kind you're after? The kind that endures? The kind that allows you to sleep at night knowing you didn't just get lucky, you got it right. Now let me tell you something that most men never understand. Consistency is not only about entries and exits. It's about your entire relationship with money. If you treat your capital like a plaything, the market will snatch it away from you the moment you look away. But if you treat it as a soldier in your army, disciplined, loyal, valuable, and you guard it like a commander who sends no man into battle without reason, then it will fight for you day after day. I used to think of each dollar as a loyal worker. Why would I send my best worker into a foolish scheme with no plan? That's not trading, that's suicide. The man who gambles with his capital never lasts because the market does not forgive recklessness. Every dollar lost carelessly is a wound that must heal before you can fight again. A trader's first duty is defense, protecting the troops before attacking the enemy. Look around at the men who fail in this business, and you'll see the same story replayed 1,000 times. They start with a plan, they all do. For a few weeks, maybe even a few months, they follow it. Then the market throws them a curve. A loss hits harder than expected, a setup doesn't behave the way it should, or greed whispers that maybe this time they can break the rule and get away with it. Instead of holding steady, they abandon the
This is a backside.
They double down when they should cut losses.
Debt.
They chase when they should wait. They convince themselves the next trade will fix the last one. But the market punishes them for the thing.
Polly, can I break $2?
Always will. Have you ever caught yourself doing the same? Be honest. Every trader has. The difference is what you do next. Do you learn from it, or do you keep repeating it until the account runs dry?
Breakout.
Most men never learn. They blame luck, the market, the news, the brokers.
Love to
Everyone
see
but the
breakout.
one person responsible themselves.
No volume.
Consistency begins when you stop making excuses and
No
start taking
volume,
responsibility. It's not glamorous. It's not thrilling. It's steady, patient, sometimes even dull. But it's the only path that leads to survival. You see, the market doesn't care how smart you are or how much you want to win. It rewards
This is a
behavior,
crazy one
not
right
design.
here. Rebecca.
Consistency is the quiet behavior of success. It's the discipline of doing the same.
It looked like
thing
reversal
over
volume
and over,
right here.
even when no one's watching, even when the results don't show yet. It's boring.
Look at that
Until
video.
it's not.
Reversal volume
Until
right
one
here.
day, you wake up and realize your account has grown, your emotions have steadied, and you're no longer reacting to the
Hey,
market. You're acting.
this is the backside or not?
That's the turning point every real trader must reach. But here's the truth.
If not break the ball flush,
Consistency
maybe.
doesn't feel heroic. The papers
Volume
won't write
increase.
about the man who quietly earns 2% a week every week.
Look at the new high today.
They'll write about the fool who doubled his fortune overnight, or the one
Not a
who
new
risked
high
it all on a
today
single stock
for
and
2
got lucky.
years. Let's see.
That's the story that
2
sells.
year.
But tell me who
Yep,
survives
new
in the
high.
market, the gambler or the steady operator? Who's
About
still
food
standing after the
ingredient.
noise fades? You
$7
already know
bucks.
the answer. Charts don't lie.
This is a food
They don't
company
flatter.
guy.
They don't care about your opinion or your
Food
hope.
company.
They tell you what's happening, not what you wish would happen. The consistent trader respects
1 minute
the
chart
chart.
ball
He reads
plus.
it like a novel, patient and attentive, waiting for the next chapter to reveal itself.
I don't trust this
The
one.
inconsistent trader skims
New
the
high
pages,
right there.
skips ahead, and wonders why the story never ends well. I've seen
New
them
high
stare at
double
charts
top.
for hours, searching for what they want to see instead of what's there.
Don't
That's not
chasing,
analysis,
guy. Don't
that's
chasing.
self-deception. The consistent man sees the truth, even when it hurts. He accepts what the tape tells him because he
not
knows the tape
chase.
is never wrong. Only his interpretation can be. When you learn to respect the tape, you stop fighting it. You stop trying to outguess it. You start moving with it. That's when you begin to feel the rhythm of the market.
Ball
It's
plus,
close, it's tempo.
increase, no
Every
volume.
rise and fall becomes part of a pattern you recognize. You stop being surprised
Break
by
out.
moves and start anticipating.
I don't like this
But
volume
that's
right
only
here.
possible when you've built habits that never break. Without that, the market will always be chaos. Now, let's talk about why most traders fail to achieve consistency. It's not ignorance, it's emotion. The market is a mirror that reflects your fears and desires. When you look at it, you're really looking at yourself. Fear makes you sell too early, greed makes you hold too long, hope makes you ignore your stop, and regret makes you
Oh,
miss
right
the
there.
next
Very good, huh?
Consistency requires conquering all four: fear, greed, hope, and regret. But you can't destroy them, you can only contain them through rules. Rules are your armor. Every time you follow them, you strengthen your defense. Every time you break them, you strip away protection. The consistent trader doesn't trade emotions, he trades process. And that's why I tell every young operator, don't look for the perfect system. Look for a system you can follow, because no method, no indicator, no signal will save you from inconsistency. It's not about the tool, it's about the hand that uses it. You can hand the best system in the world
That's
to
like,
a
look like this right
trader,
now.
and he'll lose. Give a mediocre system to a disciplined one,
Look at that.
and he'll win. The difference isn't in the method, it's in the man. When I first
See,
realized
bear flat, they have too many card bear
trades
flats.
became
So.
smaller but more meaningful. My losses became fewer and my gains steadier. I no longer felt the rush of gambling, but the calm of precision. It was no longer
This is
about
another
sight,
foot right
it
now.
was about control. The
You
consistent
see
trader
that?
learns
Try
to
to do another
let
foot
go
right
of the
here.
thrill of risk. He understands that restraint is power. You see, the
When it
greatest
go down,
danger
it go
is
down,
not
okay?
losing money. It's losing control. The moment you act out of impulse instead of principle,
Dial it
you've
down.
already lost, even if the trade makes
You
money.
think it go,
Because
where
every
it go
time you
up?
win the wrong
Again,
way,
yes,
train yourself to be
but
right.
not now.
And every time
That's
you
what
lose
you
the right
think.
way, by following your rules, you train
That's
yourself
what you
to be
think, guy.
consistent. It's not about being right, it's about doing right. The profits follow eventually. There's an old saying, it's not the trade that breaks you, it's the habit. One bad trade can't destroy you, but the habit of breaking rules can. Every trader gets tested eventually. The market will tempt you to break your rules when it matters most. It'll whisper, just this once. That's the voice that ruins men. You must silence it. You must be stronger than your impulses. That's what
So
separates
right
the
here, this
professional from the
one
amateur.
happened like
The
this.
market rewards endurance. It rewards the
Okay,
man who
this
can
is a
sit
ball
through
flop
failure,
like this.
through doubt, through uncertainty,
Star
without
holding
break.
right
Most
here.
men can't. They crave action. They mistake movement for
When this
progress.
one
They
increase,
think trading more means earning more. But in truth, the
No
best
volume.
trades are often the ones you don't take.
when this one
The
breaks
consistent
down,
trader knows
volume
when to
increase,
snap, when to wait,
that's no
when to
good,
do nothing.
okay? Let's see.
That's the hardest part. doing nothing.
See, right
It's
here,
also
come
the
down,
most
volume
powerful skill
increase.
you'll ever learn. Now, I'll tell you something from experience. There's a moment in every trader's journey when he finally understands that consistency
Short right to cover
isn't just a
there.
strategy. It's a mindset. It's not about what you trade, but how
And
you
then
trade.
waiting,
It's
waiting,
about
no
creating a
buy,
mental
step in the
that
short
doesn't
again.
waver under pressure. Once you reach that point, the market becomes clearer. The noise fades. You stop chasing. You stop fearing.
This one looks
You
good.
start
You see the
operating
volume right
with
here? That's
a
good.
human heart, discipline, alert.
Right there, breakout right
Here's the
there.
paradox:
Crazy.
consistency gives you freedom. Most think rules are chains, but they're wings.
Big new high
They're
right there,
freedom from
guys.
chaos,
Look at
from
that.
second guessing, from regret. You stop worrying about the outcome because you know your process will protect you.
Volume
That's
increase.
when trading becomes simple. Not easy, but simple. The rules
See,
guide you.
I'm
The discipline
worried right
sustains
here
you.
at
The
reversal,
results
but
follow
the
naturally.
volume increase.
So the next time you sit before your screen, remember this: the man who wins is not the one who knows the most, but the one who does the same right thing over and over without fail. The consistent trader is rare, not because consistency is impossible, but because it's
Volume
hard.
increase right
It
here,
requires
good.
humility, patience, and faith. Faith in your rules, faith in your process, faith in the long game.
This
And
one
if you
try
can
right
build
there,
that tape,
guys.
you'll outlast every gambler.
Yeah, you have to learn every day. I already
Every
done
team chasing
my
the next
profit.
big win.
So,
Because in the end, the market is a place where patience meets opportunity, and only the consistent man is there when they finally cross paths. The inconsistent trader tries to guess the ending before the story is written. He stares at the screen, watching every tick, every candle, trying to predict what comes next. And when the market
See
flips
the volume?
around,
Good,
he
huh?
blames the stock, or the tape, or the news. He blames
That's a good
everything
volume,
except the
guy.
one thing that truly failed: his discipline. The truth is simple but painful. He betrayed his own method. And once you betray your method, you've lost the only real advantage you ever had. In trading, your method is your compass. It's the foundation that keeps you grounded when the storm of emotion hits. Without it, you're just another gambler at the table, tossing coins into chaos and calling it strategy. There's an old saying in this business: it's not the big trade that makes the fortune. It's the series of small, steady, disciplined trades that quietly build wealth over time. That's the truth no one wants to hear. Everyone's searching for that one stop, that one setup, that one magical moment that will make them rich overnight. But the men who actually become wealthy, the traders who last decades instead of months, are the ones who stick to their system through thick and thin. They don't chase hype. They don't guess endings. They let the story unfold as their rules dictate. So let me ask you, are you in this game to gamble, or are you here to build wealth? There's a difference between the two, and the market exposes it every single day. When you think about consistency, don't confuse it with stubbornness. A stubborn man will hold a losing stock because he refuses to admit he's wrong. He tells himself the market is overreacting, that it'll turn around soon, that he just needs to give it a little more room. But every tick against him digs the hole deeper. A consistent man, on the other hand, will cut that stock the moment it breaks his rules. He doesn't argue. He doesn't justify. He obeys the system, because he knows that discipline today protects his capital tomorrow. One man digs his own grave, while the other lives to fight another day. Which one are you right now? It's not a rhetorical question. Every trader must face it at some point. The market doesn't punish you for being wrong.
look at
It
this.
punishes you
Crazy,
for staying
guy.
wrong.
Crazy,
It
crazy. Look at
protects
that.
you from yourself. Every trader, no matter how skilled or experienced, has emotions. Fear and greed.
Whoa,
never
we
disappear.
right.
They just evolve, take on new disguises.
Look at that. Something happened right there. We right, guy.
The only real weapon you have against them is your set of rules.
We right, we right, we right.
Consistent precision. You don't fight
Some good news come out.
to be brave. You
We
fight
are
to
buy
be honest. You
signal.
don't beat greed by wishing for less. You beat it by following your plan and respecting your limits. That's the difference between a trader who survives and one who gets swept away. Think back to the last time you broke your rules. Maybe you held a loser a little too
That's
long,
crazy.
hoping it would turn around.
950.
Maybe you jumped into a trade without waiting for confirmation because you didn't want to miss out. Maybe you moved your stop just a bit farther away, convincing yourself it was a temporary adjustment. And how did it feel afterward? The regret, the frustration, the self-talk that starts with, I knew better. You swore you'd never do it again. Yet, without consistency, you find yourself repeating the same mistake over and over. That's why I say consistency is not optional.
Jump one more dollar, down another 70 cents.
Consistency is
Crazy.
slow suicide.
Watch out this
It doesn't
one.
kill you with
This is
one
a
bad
crazy
trade.
one right now.
It kills you one decision at a time.
We right.
Let's talk about what consistency actually looks like. It means you decide in advance how much of your capital you'll risk on any single trade, and you never exceed it. You set your stops before you enter, and you never move them farther away, no matter what emotion tells you to. You define the kind of setups you'll take, and you don't bend those rules just because you're bored.
A lot of noise right here. Don't touch it.
You trade like a professional, not a hopeful amateur.
When it breaks $19, harder.
You don't anticipate, you don't predict, you react. If you trade pullbacks, you wait for price to come to you. You let the market.
You cannot trade like this, okay? Crazy.
You align yourself with probability, not emotion. Consistency is not glamorous. It's not exciting. It's often boring. But boring in trading
You need to break
boring
19.
means you're following your plan. Boring means you're not reacting to every
19, guy, 19.
Yeah. Boring means you're doing exactly what professionals do, managing risk and executing with discipline. Most traders fail because
Crazy,
they
guy.
excitement. They crave action. They think
You're
more
right,
trades
hurts.
mean more profit, but in reality, more trades often mean more mistakes. A consistent trader knows when not to trade. He knows patience is a position. He knows that sitting on his hands
This is a
sometimes
crazy
more
one,
than
guy.
the
Crazy,
overall.
crazy.
Let's go deeper. Consistency isn't about perfection. It's about control. You will take losses. You will
Fighting,
have
fighting,
mistakes.
fighting.
But consistency ensures those losses are controlled, calculated, and survivable. An inconsistent trader lets
Only
a
trade
single
when it
loss
breaks the
survive a
bear
meltdown.
ball
He
flats.
doubles down, takes revenge trades, chases the market. He's no longer trading his system. He's trading his emotions. And the market always wins that fight. A consistent trader, on
Let
the
it
other
fight.
hand, treats every loss
Fight,
as
fight,
feedback.
fight.
He
Like
journals it,
Trump.
studies it, learns from it.
Fight,
He
fight,
understands
fight.
that each mistake, when analyzed honestly, becomes a lesson that improves his edge. That's how consistency transforms. It doesn't just protect you.
This one try to hold right here.
Let's talk
Tell
about
you.
mindset. The
Hold right
inconsistent
here.
trader thinks about money. The consistent trader thinks about process. The
Look right
inconsistent
here,
trader
holding.
asks,
See?
how much can I make? The consistent one asks, how well can I execute?
Okay. If this one you want to buy, watching the volume. Okay.
Mastery is what leads to wealth. You see, the market
Watching the
rewards
volume.
discipline, not desire. It doesn't care how badly you want to win.
Break
It responds
$9.19.
to structure, patience, and
Buy right
consistency.
here.
You can't control what the market does, but you can always control how you respond. And that control, that discipline, that predictability in your actions, is what
19.
consistency truly means.
Got 3 on 19.
Both start with the same capital, the same tools, even the same strategy. Trader A follows the rules for a week, then breaks them the moment he feels uncomfortable. Trader B follows his system every day, no matter how tempting it is to deviate. After a year, their results are worlds apart.
19.
Trader A is frustrated, burnt out, and broke. Trader B is calm, focused. and
19.
The difference isn't intelligence. It's
You see
consistency.
19 they tried to put right there?
Consistently,
19.
Results become predictable. And predictability is the foundation of profitability. You can't build wealth on fear.
901.
You can only build it on
Crazy.
structure. Consistency isn't about suppressing emotion. It's about not letting
I don't
emotion
trust it when it not break
You
9 off.
can feel fear and still act with discipline. You can feel greed and still respect your stop.
Tell you 19, guy.
The
19,
amateur reacts to
19.
feelings. The professional responds to rules. Every time you stick to
Right
your
here.
system, even when it hurts, you strengthen the most valuable muscle.
And when you see 905,
It
boom.
separates the impulsive
1920
trader
right
from the
away.
disciplined. Now, let's address something most people misunderstand. Consistency isn't rigidity. It's not refusing to adapt. It's about following your system until the data proves it needs change, not until your emotions demand it. The market evolves. Systems
When it break
evolve.
19,
But
20
emotional
dollars, that's
decisions
it.
destroy.
20.
You refine your method with logic, not with fear or boredom. The consistent trader reviews his performance regularly.
20 bucks.
He studies his journal,
He break
checks
19.
statistics, finds patterns, and
Right now,
records
breaking.
losses. He treats his trading like a business, not a game. That's how consistency compounds. Over months, over years, those small, disciplined actions create
Crazy,
exponential
huh?
results. And
906.
while others chase hype and headlines, he quietly grows, protected by his method. The market doesn't reward noise; it rewards structure.
1912
Trader
resistant.
understands that consistency is wealth's silent architect. Let me tell you
Cannot
something
break, huh?
Jesse Livermore
Crazy.
once implied through his actions. The greatest trades he ever made weren't about prediction. They were about patience. He waited. He followed the tape. He didn't guess the ending. He read the story.
Warner Brothers, something new right there.
Consistency gives you clarity. When you stop forcing trades,
It's a
you start
movie
seeing the
company.
market for what it is, not what you want it to be. Consistency
Warner
is the
Brothers.
anchor. Without it,
Warm-
you drift. You chase every
Warner
shiny setup, every
Brothers.
hot tip, every
Warner.
move. But with it, you move with purpose.
Warm.
You know when to act and when to wait. You become calm in the storm. Because the truth is, trading isn't about finding the next big winner. It's about avoiding the big mistake. The consistent trader survives long enough to catch opportunity after opportunity, while the inconsistent one burns out before the real reward arrives. Remember, this consistency isn't built in a week. It's forged trade by trade, mistake by mistake, day after day. It's the product of repetition, reflection, and restraint. It's not glamorous, but it's powerful. Because when you master consistency, you no longer chase trades. Trades come to you. So the next time you sit down at your desk, ask yourself one question: will you trade like the gambler guessing the ending, or like the writer who follows the plot with patience and precision? One seeks thrills, the other builds freedom. In the end, your trading results are just a reflection of your behavior repeated over time, and that's what consistency truly is. Your habits made visible. The market doesn't care about your intentions. It only mirrors your discipline. So don't guess the ending. Don't chase the fantasy. Write your story, one rule, one trade, one disciplined decision at a time. Because in this game,
I told you when it go down, right? Very hard to go back up. It takes time. So when it go down right here, don't buy it, okay?
Great pullbacks, you wait for the pullback. Why would you suddenly switch methods?
It happened. It's a bad topic, okay?
It would be the same as tearing up your playbook in the middle of the game.
When you jump in here, you turn to red. It will go down, and you keep buying. You worry. Because when it go down, okay? It takes time to curve back up. You buy here. Why not buy right here later? Okay? When it break 9, you can buy 920, 930. You see, that's what you subconscious killing you. You S on right here. You S on. Wait it. You can buy the 930 right here. You can buy 930. Why don't you buy it right here later on when it go to 930 this side? See, this is the backside. Backside go down, waiting so long, we don't know how it not go up. Anyway, it building the front side. When it's front side, you can buy 930 right here better than 930 right here. See, the way you were thinking is so different. When it's 930 here, you're happy to buy. But when it break up here, you don't want to buy 930. Right? So 930 front side is better than 930 back side. It makes sense? Right here too. You see, if you buy here, here, why not buy right here front side? Show you.
Here's another angle. Consistency doesn't just build your account, it builds your trust in yourself.
See, that's why you don't make money. See, for example, right here, you buy here.
You strengthen something inside you.
See, 925 right here, 925, 915.
And it will come.
But when it goes down, it curve back up here. You don't buy 915 here. But this is a good time to buy right here. Okay.
The only thing you can
this is A plus. Same at 925, right? 925.
Move your stops. Chase trades you had no business taking.
But 925, 910 right here, better than 925 here.
You'll doubt every move. You'll watch the market move.
925, right?
Or trapped between fear and regret.
905 right here. So when it breaks 9, jump in.
Build a habit of following your plan. You don't need to
sell some here and sell all right here.
You don't question. You trust your preparation. And that clarity, that calm in the middle of the storm, is what separates the trader who survives from the one who's wiped out. Now, let me warn you, consistency is not about being right all the time. Nobody is right all the time. The best traders in history were wrong plenty of times. I've been wrong thousands of times.
Okay, I jump in this one right now, okay.
It's discipline. You can be wrong half the time.
I jump in this one right now.
Your losses are small. Your winners are allowed to grow. But you can be right most of the time.
Jump in right here, 904.
Trades are big enough.
104.
The market doesn't care how often you're right. It only cares how much you lose when you're wrong and how much you make when you're
104, guys.
So when you hear a trader bragging about being right 70% of the time, remember this. It's meaningless without context. A man who wins 70% of the time but takes massive hits on the 30% he loses is destined to fail. Meanwhile, a trader who wins only 40% of the time but cuts losses quickly and lets profits run can end up far richer. That's the quiet, compounding power of consistency and risk.
904.
Every time you cut a loss at your
See this one?
instead of hoping
about 910, 110.
Capital. And capital
112.
Without it, you're done.
112 right here, resistance right here.
Instead of doubling down on impulse, you're protecting your future self. Consistency doesn't make headlines. It doesn't feel thrilling, but it's what keeps you in the game long enough to
GT
see the rewards
by
that
all
others never get to experience. Think about it.
Pharmacists.
How many traders do you know who made a big win once, only to lose it all within months? They hit a lucky streak, started feeling untouchable, and the market taught them humility. The consistent trader...
I jump a little late right here, the best right here, guys.
Success can be just as dangerous as failure if it leads to complacency. Consistency keeps your ego in check.
When you look this one, you can see right here.
The market owes you nothing. There's a strange paradox
Okay,
in trading.
the volume increase good. This is A plus. Right here, 90 cent profit.
You become steady.
And a dollar, resistant the dollar. Break $1.
And that steadiness is
Ball flat. Go to 12.
While everyone else is getting tossed around by volatility, you're calmly executing your plan.
You see 12, hit 12 right there and see what's going on.
Professionals think. They don't seek excitement.
14, you break 12.
Here's the deeper truth.
Oh, 19, sorry.
It's
919.
about becoming the kind of person who deserves to manage money. It's about developing the habit,
Right here.
mindset, and patience that builds wealth not just in your trading account, but in your character. You stop chasing outcomes and start mastering behavior. You stop being reactive and start being intentional. And that transformation spills into every part of your life.
Come on, 19. You break 19, I hold. If not, I'm out.
It's with yourself. The charts don't care about your feelings. Price doesn't care about your opinion. The market is neutral.
All right, look like I'm out
The
here.
only variable is you. And consistency is the tool that keeps that variable under control.
Look at it, guy.
The market, but you can control your process.
Buy 10. Look here, 101.
Your stop, your
Again in 101 right here.
That's all you need. Every great trader you've ever heard of, Jesse Livermore.
Can you see that right here? I sell 917, 22 now, crazy. I sell early all the time, guy.
Their edge wasn't genius, it was discipline.
You know why? Right here, look at here.
Stop searching.
Resist, break out new height right here, so I want to get out first.
It's in your consistency.
Another one right here, 130. Crazy, 130? Crazy.
And executes with discipline will
Crazy, huh?
last the one who chases the next big thing.
Make 17 cents in 5 minutes, 1 minute, guys. Look at that.
In trading, it does. Consistency compounds.
Let's see, not yet. You need a real ball plus.
The stronger it becomes. One day you'll look back and realize.
Not bad, huh?
It wasn't built by luck or by timing. It was built by doing the right thing over and over again, especially when it was hardest to do. That's the true power of consistency in trading, in risk, and in life. Doesn't that turn the usual thinking upside down?
Right here, get in right here. Buy $1.
Trade or being right more.
Buy more right here. Sell
It's
17.
consistency that creates real mastery.
Right there.
Consistency teaches you patience, and patience, my
I
friend,
sell it,
is
I don't
a
care.
precious commodity in this business. Everyone wants action.
Can go higher, so what?
Every hour of every day, chasing candles, chasing noise, chasing adrenaline. But the consistent trader knows that waiting is often the best trade of all. He waits
Crazy
for the right
guy.
setup, the right signal, the right conditions. When everything aligns, he acts decisively.
Right,
without
jump in right here.
Without emotion. And when the setup isn't there,
Jump in right here,
here's
guys.
the
Look.
hardest thing of all, he does nothing.
Sell all the way up here.
Can you sit
Boom.
and wait without letting boredom push you into foolish trades? That's the true test of professionalism. I'll tell you something from
Look right there. Right there.
I sat in my office for days without placing a single trade. The screens were alive.
All right, look at this one, open.
Prices were flashing, but the conditions I wanted weren't there.
Look open right here. Try to curl back up right there. See, $9.
Without you. It's
It take time, right? It take very long
It feels
time.
like you're missing out, like opportunity is
BFF moving.
fingers. But for the consistent trader, that waiting is part of the process. He understands that inaction is often the smartest action. He knows his moment will come.
GTBP.
When he does, he'll be ready. His capital will be intact.
GTBP.
Steady, his mind clear. That's what separates the disciplined trader from the restless gambler. The gambler needs constant action to feel alive. The professional needs only the right moment.
23.
Consistency doesn't
Look
stop
good.
with execution. It extends.
All the way 130.
Every serious trader must keep detailed records of their trades, the reasons
133 the resistance, guy. 133.
and what they learned. Over time, those records become a mirror. They show you patterns you could never see.
Whoa, this is a low flow. I forgot.
Perform better in trending
Only
markets.
2 million share flow.
Maybe you're stronger in breakout plays but weaker on pullbacks. Without records, how would you ever know? Do you think a serious businessman would run his company without keeping books? Then why would you treat your trading any differently? Your trading
I'm supposed to sell half, but not
it
all.
tells the story of your strengths and weaknesses, your discipline.
See 125 resistance right there.
And you're flying blind. Study it, and you gain insight that money.
Below 117, no good.
Another truth: consistency
Look
is
here.
an antidote to overtrading.
You see that?
Overtrading
That's
is
resistance
greedy,
right there,
and
okay.
greedy. It's the silent killer of
Here,
trading.
130.
The overtrader
Hey
jumps from
traders,
one stock to
awesome
another,
to see
one
you all
setup to
here.
the next,
Again, thanks for
chasing every
joining.
flicker of movement.
Just an important
He
announcement,
convinces
this
himself he's
preview
doing good,
is
but he's really
delayed. If you
burning
want to get
himself
access
out.
130, guy,
to
130.
so monthly to
He pays endless
monthly
commissions,
access
countless
to
small
our
losses,
private
and ends each
Discord
month wondering why
chat.
he's exhausted
That
and
use the
broke.
link
The
that we
consistent
have
trader,
in the
on the other
description
hand,
just under
is
this
selective.
video,
He
guys.
waits for
And
his
also
setup
I
to
would
signal
like to
his
ask you all
confirmation.
kindly
He
to
may
hit the
take fewer
like button,
trades, but he's more
subscribe to the
consistent
channel
than
if you
the
haven't
flow.
done that
He's
already.
not chasing noise.
And again, I'll
He's
see you guys
executing
out there.
precision.
Thank you.
And while the overtrader spins his wheels, the consistent trader's account grows steadily, quietly, surely.
Crazy, huh? Doing okay, right?
It leads to real wealth.
Right, guy?
Consistency also
Doing
teaches you
okay.
the art of scaling. Scaling
Right
is
here,
not
117.
about excitement. It's about increasing
Break high
confidence
here,
in
hold,
harmony with
pull
proven
back.
success. The
$1,
consistent
watch
trader
out, $1,
works
that's
just
it.
because he feels lucky. He doesn't let emotions
Watch out,
dictate his
$1.
size. He increases gradually,
Right here,
confident
guy.
as his equity and confidence grow in sync.
Forget
That's how you
everything.
build a fortune slowly, steadily, with control. The
Right
impatient
here,
trader,
guy.
on the
Watch
other
out
hand,
here.
gets 1 or 2 wins and thinks he's invincible. He raises his size.
$1.
Ignores
Below
his
1,
weakness,
you get out
and when the
all.
inevitable losing streak comes, it wipes him out. The market punishes arrogance faster than any other weakness. But the consistent trader doesn't make that mistake. He respects the climb. He lets success compound instead of forcing it. Consistency isn't glamorous. It won't impress anyone on social media. It doesn't give you adrenaline rushes or heart-pounding excitement. But what it gives you is far more valuable. It gives you longevity. It gives you peace of mind. It gives you control. The consistent trader knows that trading isn't a race, it's a lifelong discipline. Every decision builds or erodes your foundation. Every trade is a brick in the wall of your career. Lay those bricks carefully, patiently, and one day you'll look up and find you've built something indestructible. A fortress of
Rear right, look at rear right. Cannot break right there.
but by consistency.
Oh,
Let me tell you
man.
another secret.
Told you.
Consistency builds
Rear
trust,
right.
not just with the market, but with yourself. When you follow your rules day after day, trade after trade, you start
But this
believing in
one,
your own
go
word.
all the way,
Trust
guys.
is
This one,
priceless,
all the way.
because when fear strikes, and it will,
Nice ball
you
plot,
can
2
rely
ball
on it.
plots. Look at it.
When
Ball plots,
temptation
ball
whispers,
plots,
you'll
ball
know how
plots.
to say no. Most traders crumble not because they lack knowledge, but because they lack self-trust.
2 ball plots
They've
on this
broken their
one.
rules so many times they no longer believe they can keep them. But every consistent decision you make rebuilds that trust. It's like strengthening a muscle. Each repetition makes it harder to break next time.
Ball
Consistency
plots?
also gives you emotional stability. You
Ball
stop
plots.
chasing the high of a win or fearing the pain of a loss. Wins and losses
Crazy,
are
huh?
data, not drama. You stop
Break
reacting
new
and
high
start
right there.
responding. That shift in perspective changes everything. It's how you go from being a victim
450
of the
right
market
here,
to
new
a
high
master
right
of the
here.
craft. You see, the market rewards consistency because it values survival above all else. The traders who last long enough to win are those who stay disciplined when everyone else loses their head.
Ball plots, guy.
Self-trust, record keeping. These aren't just habits. They are your edge. They are what separate you from the crowd of gamblers.
It's crazy, huh? Have fun, right?
Addiction.
Making money and have fun same time, guy.
Prepares. He
This
doesn't
one
chase,
too.
he
Jump
executes.
in, jump
He
out,
doesn't rush,
boom.
he waits. And when his moment comes, he acts without hesitation because his process has already done the thinking for him. That's what mastery looks like. Not someone glued to the screen taking.
When you break 125,
Someone
you
who
can go
makes
higher,
decisions,
guy.
who knows when to strike and when to stand down. Someone who understands that trading isn't about
Right
being
here.
busy. It's about being right when it matters. And consistency is what makes that possible.
Volume
So
look
next
good.
time you feel impatient,
You have room.
doing nothing is
You can
often
run,
the
okay?
best move you can make. The consistent
117.
trader doesn't fear missing out. He fears breaking discipline. He knows that capital preserved is
Go back to 125 and see what's going on. Look at here. 119, about 100,000 share right there. Try to sell right there. 119.
That's how you win. Not by trying to catch every move, but by mastering.
119, guy.
The market will always tempt you to
Fun,
act
right?
without reason, but the consistent trader
Nobody care.
keeps his emotions in check. his records,
Nobody
his
cares.
mental
So it's
state,
okay.
the one who
I have
survives the
fun.
longest and profits the most. Because consistency isn't just a
I have fun,
it's a way
guy.
of life. It's the quiet power that turns traders into professionals and professionals into legends. And that, my friend, is how you build a fortune that no storm can ever take away. Have you ever been tempted to bet big after a winning streak? That temptation, my friend, is the silent enemy of consistency. It whispers that you've cracked the code, that you can't lose now, that the next trade will double your gains. But that voice is a liar. Many fortunes have been lost to that exact illusion. The moment a trader feels invincible, he is standing on the edge of ruin. The consistent trader knows this. He respects the danger that comes after victory. He keeps
I have fun.
no matter how hot the streak. Because consistency isn't just about taking trades according to plan.
You can see open. Look at open, guy.
Feels easy.
It's right there, $9. I told you. Look at $9.
Are often the times you're most
Try, huh? Look.
Let's talk about real wealth.
Try to go down.
Real wealth in
Cannot
trading
break
is not
9.
built in a single lucky trade. It's not the result of one wild swing that happened to go your way.
There's a 9 ball plus, guy. 9 ball
Rule by
plus.
rule, day after day, year after year. Every small, disciplined decision adds to the foundation. The man who is consistent may not impress the crowd in the short run. He doesn't boast about doubling his account overnight, but in the long
Hey,
run,
night right
he
here.
passes them all. While others blow up chasing quick glory,
Trust the chart, guy. Trust your
he
chart.
preserves his capital, learns from his trades, refines his methods, and lives to trade another day. That's the trader who
Trust your chart.
not the gambler, not the dreamer, but the one who shows up with discipline every single day. Isn't that the kind of trader you want to become? Consistency doesn't just build profits, it builds reputation. On Wall Street or in any trading community, people might talk about your big wins, but they respect you for your steady hand. If you're consistent, other traders trust you. Brokers respect you. Your word carries weight. You become someone whose opinion matters, because you're grounded in process, not noise. But if you're erratic, jumping from strategy to strategy, changing your plan with every headline, no one takes you seriously. The market doesn't either. Consistency is character in motion. It's what tells the world you can be relied upon, that you'll do what you say, and that your results aren't luck. They're earned. Which would you rather be? The trader who's lucky once, or the trader who's respected for life? Now let me ask you a question. What's stopping you from being consistent right now? Think about it. Is it greed? Is it fear? Is it impatience? The truth is, the only thing standing between you and consistency is yourself. The market doesn't care about you. It doesn't know your name. It doesn't owe you anything. It simply moves up, down, sideways, without emotion or agenda. The only
Okay, hear the plan, guy. Hear the plan.
You can't control what the market does, but you can control how you respond.
Alright.
And the only intelligent way to respond is with
This one right now, the big one ball plus.
Every single trade you take is
If this one breaks down here, you need to get out. All of them.
follow your rules this
And
time.
108 here, the VWAP.
When it feels uncomfortable,
You see the VWAP right here, 108.
dictate your action.
Under 108, you need to get out. 108.
When you fail that test, when you break your rules, when you're
Stop
scared to
under.
chase a loss, the market punishes you.
You stop under that. Protect your money,
You
guy.
pass the test. When you trade with discipline, the market may not.
When it break 120,
You might even take a loss. But over time, those small acts
Break
of
out.
discipline compound into something powerful. They become your edge. Do you see why this principle is so important?
120 breakout right here, guy.
A single trade
You
will
jump in right there.
You can't control what the market does next, but you can always control your process.
120.
Your preparation,
19, not the
your
yes.
execution. You can control whether a trade was taken for the right reason, in the right
Yep,
condition,
20, 23,
the right
see?
mindset. That's consistency.
Need to break 25, not come down again.
Consistency becomes the edge that separates winners from losers. Without it, you are just a
25, good.
tossed around by every price tick,
Six.
every emotion, every rumor. But don't
8, 9,
consistency.
133.
A consistent trader is not stubborn or blind.
See right there?
He knows that markets evolve.
You make 10 cents right there, guy. That's it.
In another. But even adaptation
Careful.
is systematic. You don't abandon your plan. because of
130
plan.
right there, guy.
You study.
Told
You
you.
observe the new conditions. You
Huh?
take adjustments. And when you find
Right
out
here.
rules, you apply those new rules with the same
See?
discipline.
5, 5, 5.
Adaptation is
Boom.
intelligence. Consistency is the structure that gives it meaning. Without structure, adaptation becomes chaos. That's the line between the professional and the amateur. The amateur reacts, the professional responds.
See?
The amateur improvises
Told
at the
you.
heat of the moment, trying to outguess the market. The professional follows a tested process. He's flexible in thought.
130,
When
132.
conditions shift, he doesn't panic. He updates his plan. He never trades out of emotion. because he knows emotions are temporary, but rules are.
The target is
Let me tell
130.
you something about the psychology of consistency.
Right
It's
there.
not about
Down with
perfection.
again.
It's about commitment. You
When
will
it
make
breaks down
mistakes.
here, so
will
you
break
guys,
rules sometimes.
right here.
But what matters is how quickly you
See?
correct yourself. The consistent
130
person
resistance
doesn't
right here.
self-blame. He acknowledges
Pump,
the
pump,
slip,
pump, dump.
studies why it happened.
Let's
and
wait
gets
it. I don't know right now.
Each
I don't know what's
mistake is
going
a
on.
lesson. Each
Maybe
recovery
they're
is
fighting, and when they break 130, go
Everyone
higher.
becomes almost immune to emotional extremes. Because
See,
the process
support
is
one-
safer.
120
Here's the
now.
real secret of trading longevity. Consistency protects you from the storms. Markets will go through cycles. Bull
Just
runs,
take profit.
crashes,
130, take
consolidation.
profit.
Systems will come and go. News will always cause panic. But your discipline, your process, your consistency, that's what keeps you alive through all of it. The reckless trader burns bright and dies fast. The consistent trader builds something that endures. Ask yourself this: if you lost every indicator, every piece of news, every chart pattern, would you still have a method to rely on? Would your principles still guide you? If the answer is yes, then you've already achieved something most traders never will. You've built internal consistency, the kind that no market
Yeah, put down
conditions
now.
can.
Short,
Consistency is not just
short
a
put
trading
down.
strategy, it's a philosophy of life. The same principles apply everywhere. In health, in business, in relationships.
Look at that, hold 120, guys. Hold
You
120.
work even when no one's watching.
Hold all the way here,
Results
120.
that last. Trading is no different. The market rewards the few who can stay calm, rational, and steady in a world built on uncertainty. So remember this: every trade is an opportunity, not to make money, but to practice discipline. Every losing trade is a lesson in patience. Every winning trade is a test of humility. Every day in the market is another chance to
Crazy, huh?
consistency. You don't need to be perfect. You just
Told
have to
you.
be steady. When you master consistency, everything else follows. Your equity curve smooths out. Your confidence grows. Your emotional swings shrink. You stop chasing the next big move and start focusing on execution. You stop hoping for luck and start trusting your method. And that trust, over time, compounds just like your capital. That's the quiet truth most traders overlook. You don't beat the market by being smarter. You beat it by being steadier. You win not through brilliance, but through discipline. You last not through luck, but through control. Because in the end, the market doesn't reward intensity, it rewards consistency. So the next time you feel that urge to break your rules, to bet big after a win, or to chase a move out of boredom, pause. Remember who you are. Remember what got you here. Remember that true strength in trading isn't found in a single bold move. It's found in the quiet discipline to do the right thing, again and again, until success has no choice but to follow. Notice that in life, the men who succeed are often not the most talented, but the most disciplined. Trading is no different. It's not about being the smartest man in the room. It's about being the most consistent. Intelligence without consistency is wasted, but average intelligence with iron consistency can build a fortune. Which one do you think matters more in the market? And here is a secret that few ever grasp. Consistency creates freedom. At first it feels like rules or chains restricting you, holding you back. But in reality, they set you free. Free from doubt. Free
Look
from
at break
free from the endless cycle of mistakes.
Look at that, hold 120, break again.
No longer
Crazy.
waste energy second guessing yourself.
That's a good setup, guy. Crazy.
Isn't that the kind of clarity you're seeking? Let me repeat what I said. Every dollar you have is a soldier. Would you send your soldiers into battle without a plan? Would you let them run wild?
That's a good setup right there, guy.
Or would you lead them with discipline and consistency, maximizing their strength and
Look at the daily chart right here. Look at that.
Consistent builds an army that grows stronger year
Break
after
here, all the way here,
Consistent
1450.
sends his army to slaughter, which commander
But I think that right there.
So when you hear about the rule of consistency, don't dismiss
See,
it.
when you look at the daily chart, you can see a
Understand
difference
it's the
right there.
foundation of successful trading. Without it,
Right here, huh? See?
you
Take
give
profit
yourself
right
no
there.
real chance at wealth that the market offers. Consistency is the trader's shield. It keeps small losses small and allows
A
profits.
lot of volume,
That
reversal volume right here.
can change the entire way you approach the markets. People come into speculation with
Show you right here, guys. Look at triangle.
They think it's about
You jump in 120 right here. I say break out 120. Look.
about catching lightning in a bottle. But let me ask you,
Under 108, get out. 120, you jump in, break out. Look right 120.
what good is a single big
See right there?
every next trade wipes it out? That's where consistency.
Look right here.
Without it,
Break out right here. You jump in.
every win and every emotion.
You can sell half and sell all right here. Be careful. Break out under 120.
The noise,
It done.
endless
Okay?
temptations the market throws at
You need to hold 120.
Consistency keeps small losses small. I mean that literally. Every trader takes losses. There's
That
no
doesn't.
The difference is in how you handle them. An inconsistent man takes a loss and hopes it will turn around.
I see this every day,
He
guy.
moves his stop. He rationalizes. Pretty soon,
Let the market tell you what to do.
becomes a wound that leaves his account dry.
When it break 130, 135, you can see 150.
Take the loss quickly. Take it
150.
The shield of consistency is what prevents
150.
turning into an amputation. Now,
All the way up here, guy.
and on the other side of the equation, consistency is what lets profits grow. Do you know why most
Last short right now.
profits run? It's because they are inconsistent.
Last short I
They
just
think
shorted.
they're short. They jump out at the first sign of hesitation. They second guess as their own rules. They say they'll hold for a move, but then fear whispers in their ear, and they sell too soon. The consistent trader does not play that game.
Here rewire you guy again. I say 120, right?
If his plan is
108 you get out.
carefully as the move
Take a look
progresses,
right now.
He does it without hesitation.
Right now they've
This is
got
how
plan.
consistency
Plan your
is
trade, guy.
trade into
Look
a
here,
move.
plan it.
Think of consistency like compound interest. One small steady decision may not seem like much on its own, but
Get a plan, okay? This one's the plan right here,
force
guys.
that shapes
Plan your
entire
trade.
equity curve. Each time you cut a loss short,
Okay.
you protect capital for the next opportunity.
Let's see how it works.
Develop, you add fuel to the fire. Over time, this is what separates the operator from the gambler. Have you noticed how gamblers always talk about the one time they made a killing while the real traders talk about the
You
profit?
see here?
That's not an accident. It's the difference between a story and a business.
Okay? You see here?
Consistency starts before you even
Right here, right?
It's in the way you size your position.
Resistance 135 right there.
Fraction of capital each time.
Okay?
Or do you bet
117, 18.
smaller when you're
Resistance.
If you do
That's
the
why I sell right
be
there.
consistent and sooner or later
I get in right here.
it'll push you. But if you size
I see it right there.
never put yourself
If this
in
one
a
hold on
position
here, it break 135,
another day.
you see
That's the
150.
shield in action.
Okay? 150.
Consistency also shows up in how you pick trades. Do you know the setup?
It need to hold 120.
You change your approach.
120 need to hold. Support.
An inconsistent trader
Hold.
is a man wandering through the woods without a map. One day he's chasing breakouts. The next he's buying dips. The next
Okay.
he's shorting rallies.
If under 120, get out all.
Measuring his own progress. The consistent trader, on the other hand,
Break 135,
has a checklist, and if the stock doesn't meet the
break
checklist,
out,
he passes. That discipline is what keeps him out of trouble and positions
break
him for
out.
the right opportunities. You may wonder, doesn't
You in.
consistency make trading boring? And my answer
Stop.
is yes, it does.
130.
Boring is where the money is made. Excitement belongs
Stop
to
130,
They chase
132.
it. They crave
Get
it.
out
They pay
132.
dearly for it.
If you get in
Consistency
135,
work as a
volume.
business, not a
Always
game.
watching
Repeats the
volume.
same actions over and over.
Look at here
The
volume.
way a craftsman repeats
This
the
one
stroke,
reversal,
the way a
reversal.
farmer tills the soil.
Okay?
Each act on its
Look
own
here.
may seem small.
Reversal.
Together they create wealth.
Look here,
Together they
reversal.
create
Look,
results.
makes sense?
Here's another thing to consider.
Right here, 120.
Consistency is what keeps you
You
from
build a
losing.
ball plot or not?
Markets are full of
This
them.
one right here,
Numerous
I
little
told you.
things that tempt you to jump.
Ball plot,
If you
break
have
out right here, you
consistency,
see?
You'll be in and out all day.
120,
Moving from
you make
pressure,
12 cents right there.
Stress, chasing shadows.
The breakdown right
If you're
now.
consistent, you ignore the noise. You wait
Break
for
out
your
right
time,
now,
your
see?
setups, your moments. That's why consistency
Alright,
is not only a
so
shield for your
consistently,
life, but
guy.
also for your mind. It saves
But-
you from
but
the
don't
exhaustion of
FOMO
traders
right
and
here.
traders. And
Don't
think
touch it.
Consistency is only about discipline.
Right here, 130, 135 right there. Don't touch it.
You trust yourself. You don't
Waiting,
panic when it
waiting
comes
your
to
power
price
lunch.
because you know you'll cut it. You don't hesitate
Waiting everything cool down.
because you know it fits
Start to
you.
back up again. Right here, support 114
Have you
to be
prepared
well.
yourself so much that
115 to be
you're
well.
able to act? That happens to men who have no consistency.
The hold right there, 120.
But they don't know if they can trust their own judgment.
It break 140, 120 and go to 115 and hold right there. If not, be
Your own
careful.
record becomes your ally. You look back and see that you have followed your plan time and again, and that gives
Take
you
profit and slow down.
Let
be
me tell you
cool.
something else. Consistency protects
Patient.
you from markets and
Waiting,
other
guy.
markets alike.
Be
The
patient.
crowd is euphoric, buying any
A lot of
stock.
silver moving right now, guys. Silver.
Joining the madness of
Look at it,
the
see.
crowd is panicked, dumping stocks at the bottom. Your
Look right there, guy.
consistency selling instead.
AMC.
You follow your
AMC breakout.
That is why the shield works. It defends you against the most dangerous force in speculation.
Look at AMC breakout right
You
now.
see how vital that is. Think back to the traders you've known, or maybe to your own past. How many times did
Look at AMC, guy. Look at
Maybe
AMC.
you swore you'd never average.
127.
You did and it blew up.
227.
Maybe you promised yourself you'd never
AMC new high right there.
and you broke the rule and you bought the top. Each of those mistakes comes from the same route, dropping the shield of consistency. And once you drop it, the market never hesitates to strike. Now
That's a
consider
nice
the opposite picture.
set up right here,
The
guys.
man
That's a
sticks to
nice
his
setup.
goals no matter what. His losses are small because he always cuts them. His winners grow because
Right
he
there, guy.
He doesn't
Crazy.
overtrade. He doesn't chase. He doesn't gamble. Each month he makes progress, maybe small but steady. Over years his account grows.
Look
and
right
his
there.
success
Try to
expands.
break down right here.
He's not at the
VWAP.
mercy of the market because he has built a shield that protects him. Isn't the
VWAP right here
you want
important.
to become? Consistency is not glamorous, but it is powerful. It won't make headlines.
All right.
It will make fortune.
No bias step
It won't
in.
give you excitement, but it will give you security. It is the quiet force that allows small losses to remain small and profits to compound into wealth. And without it, no matter how clever you are, no matter how lucky you get, the market will eventually take everything back. Treat every dollar as a soldier. Never send it into battle without a consistent strategy. That's not a fancy saying. It's the very heart of survival in this business. A man who doesn't respect his capital, who doesn't understand that each dollar is a unit of power, is already finished before he begins. Think about it. An army with no discipline, no plan, and no leadership will get slaughtered, no matter how many soldiers it has. The market is a battlefield, and your account is your army. If you don't lead with consistency, you're marching your men into chaos. Do you really expect victory under those conditions? Every time you place a trade, you're deploying troops. Do you send them in without a map, without a strategy, without knowing...
It's whole on the VWAP right there. Crazy,
Just
yeah.
a tip. When you follow a rumor, when you buy because...
Love it, guys. Love it.
That's
Whole
like
on the
throwing a
VWAP.
man into a valley without scouting at first. The enemy fear, greed, volatility waits in ambush. and your
Whole on the
soldiers-
VWAP, guy.
So if you treat every dollar as a soldier, you respect it. You ask yourself, is this the right battle? Is this the right time? Is this the right formation? Only then do you send them forward. That's what a consistent trader does. Now, most people don't think of money this way. They see capital as chips on a table, something to play with. They talk about betting on a stock the way gamblers talk about horses. And like gamblers, they run out of chips. But the operator, the serious trader, sees capital as life itself. He doesn't gamble with it. He doesn't waste it. He deploys it with care.
If you got 3,000 share,
It takes time and effort.
10 cents, you make 300 bucks right there.
To lose money quickly, but how slow it is to earn it back. That's because you can send 1,000 soldiers into a bad fight and lose them all in a day. But to rebuild that army takes months, even years. Consistency is the general's discipline. A general doesn't wake up one morning and decide to abandon all strategy.
Never die, guy.
He has a plan and he follows it. He trains his men. He studies the
300 bucks right there.
resources. A consistent trader does the same. He knows the setups he will take, the risk he will allow, the conditions he will require. Each dollar is sent into battle only when the conditions are favorable. Do you see the difference between that and the man who throws
In
money
front
at a
again.
move that looks exciting?
135.
I'll give you an example. Suppose you build a
Come on,
rule
volume.
that risks more than
Be
2%
careful, no
on
volume.
a single trade. That rule is your formation.
Be
your battle.
careful, no volume.
You respect it. Your soldiers never die in waves. A loss here or there is acceptable is the price of doing business. But if
Look
you
at
follow
that.
rule, if you
Look
suddenly
at
put
that.
10 or 20% of your army into
Is that double
a
top?
fight because you feel confident, you risk disaster. And when
Don't
disaster
think,
comes,
guys,
as
watching.
it does for the careless, you don't just lose a skirmish, you lose the war.
Your eyes,
Have
see
you ever
it?
done that? Put too much on one idea because you felt certain. If so, you know how costly that mistake can be. Another angle, treating every dollar as a soldier changes how you see losses. When you lose a trade, you don't curse the market or blame your luck. You see it as the cost of battle, the sacrifice of a few men so the army can live to fight again. A consistent trader accepts those casualties without emotion. He knows that no general wins every battle, but the war is won through discipline and planning. And
Look at
on
130.
the other hand, takes losses personally.
Be careful.
Desperate to get even. He
Try to put. Oh no! Try it. Put right now. Try it. Ooh, look at that. 120 buy step in right there.
Protects you from greed. Greed is the commander who wants victory at any cost. Who keeps
This is a
pushing
crazy
back
guy.
long after
40
the
million
battle.
share.
Who chases glory and ends up
Love
leading
it.
the army into ruin. In trading, greed makes you add to a position.
Love it, guy. You need to take profit. That's it.
Long after the trend is broken. Consistency keeps greed in check. It tells you when to advance and when to retreat.
It look like double top right now.
Must be preserved, not
When
wasted.
it break
This is what
115,
offer your account
you
to
go
be
lower.
stronger, not weaker over time. Think of the traders who go
It
broke.
want to
Their
break
story is
115.
the same. They had an army of capital, maybe a large one, but they treated it carelessly. They made exceptions to their rules.
Fighting right here, 120. Fighting, fighting, fighting. 120, very important guy. 120. Try to hold right there, 116. Hold on the viewer. Open, try to break. Open, try to break one at $9. You guys see that? I told you it takes time to curve back up. You go up, but need to break $9. Need to break $9. Right here, $9. Look what this one try to break. Try to put down right there. Fighting right there. That means good. Fighting right there, that means good, guy. It's still front side, not back side yet. But don't FOMO, guy. Stop FOMO. Vivo FOMO here. Vivo FOMO here, guy. This look like backside too. This is the backside. Look at here. Look at this. See, 135 right there. Try. Try to hold right here. See that? When you break here, you see all the way down. Same as this one. Holding. Hold the break. Pull back. 19. Because people buy right here. When it curve back up, let's get out because they want to make even right here. People buy right here underwater. That's why they want to get out. Yep. 115 you see push. See the short right there. That's short good, guy. Why not? The market says short it. And then covered 125. See what I say right here? Look, need to hold 120. Under right here. You need to get out. 120 and 115, 116. Okay, 120 here, and the VWAP. The VWAP here, 116. You see that? That's two numbers you need to find out. Under here, you need to get out all of them. And then you're going to go back up? Yes, but take time, okay? Don't know. Yes, maybe, and never, or don't know. Put all the way to $1. Okay,
Hey traders, awesome to see you all here.
see, 3 again, guy. 135 resistance. Need to hold one right there. Let me draw a line again for you to see.
Access to our private Discord room chat. Then use the link that we have in the description
Okay.
under this video, guys.
Right here,
Also, I would like to
130.
ask you kindly to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already.
Okay,
And again, I'll see you guys out there. Thank you.
holding 120. And the VWAP right here, 116. You guys see it, 116. Under 116, get out. You can buy 134, 35, go higher. If not, you double top right now. 1, 2, 3. See, that's double top. When it break 130, if you see the technical, you can sell it. Usually people don't sell because the thing go higher. When it curve right here and then pull back, see? But when you look at the chart, you know right away right there, okay? That's it. And you say hold right here. If not, all the way back to $1, okay? All right, 108 or $1. When it curve back up, you can jump back in. Why not sell 130, right? Buy back in 134, it's okay. But at that time, it's safe. That's the way to trade, guys. Not easy. The human being cannot do it. Only you know how to read power over your subconscious. Right here, 116. 116, curve back 116, and power learn, and go back 130, 35, 30, who knows? You never know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything. But I know my eye can see it. Eh? I don't do guessing game. My eye can see it, and I just play with it. That's all. I see. I use the eyes. I use my eyes. I see it. That's it. I see blue. I say blue. I don't know the sky turn to red or yellow. But when I see sky blue, it's blue. I know it's blue. I don't think something else. The crazy of stock market, people think something. When you see 114, 116, you think 139, 150. Why you do like that? I don't know. Look at a ball, guy. Look at ball plot, a ball. Crazy, huh? When you go up, it's up, okay? When you go down, you're out. That's it. When it's up, it's up. When you go down, it's out. Cheaper mining clip. Look at cheaper mining, guy. Look at it. Why straight it up? That's a mining Bitcoin right there, guy. Look at this one, guy. 108. Try to hold right there. $1. one dog guy. It's one dog guy. Bitcoin go higher. Alright, that guy. I'm done. See you guys later. Bye bye.